Are you the next Finnish Iceman? God, I don't even need my hammer today. It's plus 5 degrees here in Finland, Åland Islands. Welcome to Finland. And yes, that is true. I do have ice in my veins, but I didn't always have. My first ice bath, we had all these instructors around us to make sure that we don't overstay. But still, they told us to be in there for 10 minutes. This wasn't my first ice bath ever. When I first went in, it was like hell, you know. My whole body and mind screamed to just get the fuck out of there. But I stayed in because everybody else did, and I didn't at least want to be the first to get out. After about 1 minute, it got easier. My body got a bit numb. I could handle it. I felt like, okay, let's do this. I can be here for 10 minutes. After 2 minutes, I started shivering. And this one instructor saw me shivering and told me to get out. And I was like, hell no. I sat there shivering a little bit. At 3 minutes, they told me again, because now I was shivering even more. I couldn't really control my breathing that much, and I was shivering quite a lot. And they told me to get out. And I was like, hell no. Staying here for 10 minutes just got worse and worse. And I think at around 5 or 6 minutes, I was, you know, like really shivering. And I couldn't control my breathing. They had to like pull me out of there because I was overly stubborn. Not a good idea at all. But they pulled me out of there. I get out. I couldn't breathe. I was standing there just looking this woman instructor in the eyes and like, what the fuck should I do? Because I can't breathe. I was shivering so hard and I didn't have any control of my breathing, so like I couldn't breathe at all. She looked me in the eyes and told me to do this kind of movement, and at the same time I do this movement, I should breathe deeply in and slowly out. It's weird. I think it most mentally helped me. When I got out, I was like in panic mode, you know. I didn't know what to do. When she told me what to do, it kind of shift, and I was like, okay, I'm doing this with my hands, so I'm doing something, and I'm trying to breathe at the same time. It helped me get out of the like panic mode state and like I can't breathe, I don't know what to do. Instantly when I knew what to do, just kept doing this slowly, like really slowly. After like 5-10 minutes we can do it a little bit faster, and then faster and faster, and about 15 minutes later it was warm again. Yesterday it felt like spring, today it feels like summer. Alright, let's go for a little walk. Such a nice weather. But what I learned from that is, when you first start to do your ice baths, don't overdo it. Like, there is nothing beneficial about that. Just do 1 minute is enough, 30 seconds is enough, even 10 seconds is enough. You don't need to overdo it, because then once you start, you can slowly start to increase the amount of time that you're in the ice bath. But you don't need to start at 10 minutes. That's like crazy. Anyways, I felt so bad afterwards that I didn't finish. I couldn't do the 10 minutes. It felt so bad, and at the same time I was now like had this fear of the ice bath. I was afraid of it because I didn't conquer it, you know. I had to get out. The sun is on my face. It feels really nice. Summer is coming. But anyways, 2 days later we go into the ice bath again. I was like warming up. I was doing boxing drills and everything just to warm up, you know, and prepare myself mentally to be in there for 10 minutes. And it went much better. I started shivering a little bit, but I got it under control. But quite funny, when we hit 8 minutes, 9 minutes, everybody is doing so well. So we stay in there for 15 minutes. It was quite hard, but still doable. I just needed that first warm-up. Quite funny, you get used to it. Believe it or not, but I wasn't born with ice in my veins. It took a lot of training. I've done probably 1,000 ice baths now. So the good thing is, anybody can do this. Anybody can get used to the cold, especially the ice baths. They help you mentally and physically quite a lot. I do recommend that you start doing it. So we're back at my yard. Let's take another dip. But remember, start small, because there's no point in overdoing it. Perkele. I'm just gonna stay here and take some sun. For a long time I used to like suffer in my mind before the ice bath. I used to like dread it and can't do this, like, oh my god, freezing before I even went into the ice bath. There is this saying, like, if you suffer before it's necessary, you suffer more than it's necessary. That's true, but of course, the more ice baths you do, the easier it gets. Don't suffer more than it's necessary.